Thank you for tuning in to Naijha Speaks. I'm Naijha Wright Brown, your host, and I'm here to help you. So let me help you find your vegan soul through food, people, events, and culture. A health coaching business masterclass series. Who needs this and why? Please welcome returning guest Lisa A. Smith, founder of the Plant Protocol Plant Based Coaching Certification, the first to be founded by a person of color. Lisa, how are you? Are you muted? You're muted, Lisa. You got to unmute your mic. Lisa, you're muted. You got to unmute yourself. I heard you perfectly. You muted yourself, so you have to unmute. While we're waiting for Lisa to unmute herself.
Okay. Are you
All
able to
right,
hear me?
there you go, Lisa. Welcome back. I was about to bring up just the display
So
right
sorry
here.
about that.
Oh no
Sorry.
problem. Like I can't do anything for you. You muted yourself. The Lisa was on the show previously talking about her trademark plant protocol, plant based coaching certification. And after all of that, I don't know what happened, but we had a conversation and came back with this collaborative project, Black Vet Society and the Plant Protocol present the Health Coaching Business Masterclass. And we decided to do that because why? Here's what we're saying. African Americans are the fastest growing demographic of vegans in the US, right? Right. So African American vegan health coaches should be too. Are we all in agreement with that? We don't just want, we need culturally relevant guidance and support in the adaptation of this lifestyle. This is what Lisa is saying. Lisa, please tell us what's going on here.
Yes, absolutely, 100%. So, just like the statistics show, right? Marginalized communities, but specifically Black Americans, are gravitating and migrating to a whole food, plant-based vegan lifestyle more than any other demographic in the US. And what we know, just like in any sector of our society, whether it be education, whether it be healthcare, culturally relevant information and providers really increases the chances of someone having success in the adaptation of a new lifestyle approach. And that is no different when it comes to a vegan lifestyle. It is no different when it comes to health. And so when I noticed and learned of the huge migration of us that are moving towards this lifestyle, I saw the immense need to have more health coaches that look like us, more subject matter experts that look like us, more speakers on the stages that look like us, so that we know we have representation in this lifestyle. So when I created the Plant Protocol in 2021, it was with that exact mission to make sure that passionate Black vegans are also considering a career in health coaching, to help our peers to migrate to this lifestyle, because we know all the wonderful benefits of doing so. So our hope with this masterclass series is to encourage many more people who are living a vegan lifestyle to seriously consider health coaching.
Now, we broke this up, or we agreed to break this up into three series. Here again, there goes Lisa. She's going to facilitate this three-part series. So, Lisa, looking fabulous. So, the three-part series basically is one, are you passionate enough to be a part of this and learning what it takes to have a successful health coaching business? The first part is going to be the one thing you must have before starting a coaching business. That's October 11th at 6:30. Then moving on in November is the biggest mistake health coaches make when starting their business. And then part three, how to be affordable and profitable as a health coach. And again, in our previous dialogue, we talked about marginalized communities. So of course, I'm going to have a question about that because everybody can't afford a health coach. How do we support our marginalized communities with that? But let's just get started with what's happening October 11th.
Yes.
Wondering if you're qualified to be a health coach. Walk us through what attendees going to expect.
Yes,
What?
yeah. So this is super exciting. So during this first installment of our three-part series, I'm going to start from the very beginning and talk about how to even know if you're qualified to begin health coaching. Because what many people believe is that having passion is enough, and it's not. We have to have more than passion to move into the health coaching career and the health coaching industry. So I'm going to be breaking that down on October 11th. Exactly what do you specifically need to begin health coaching. And contrary to popular belief, the only thing I'll tell you guys now is that it's not a whole bunch of nutrition and lifestyle science. What most people who desire to start health coaching think is, I'm not ready and I'm not qualified because I don't know enough. And so they go out and they try and learn all this science. And the more they learn, the more they realize that there's even more to learn and they start talking themselves out of coaching. However, although we absolutely need to know health science, that is not the one thing that qualifies you to begin coaching. So I'm going to reveal what that is on October 11th. And then what I'm super excited about, Naijha, is for the first time in teaching these master classes, we're actually introducing a new segment called DNR. Do not record. And during that DNR segment, we're going to deep dive into personal development and identity work. So I want to make sure that a portion of every single one of these master classes that we'll be doing is dedicated to the identity and the mindset of the coach. So I don't just want to give you guys the practical strategies and the things you need to know from a business acumen standpoint, but I want to make sure we're also pairing that with the personal development work that needs to be done for you to show up. And so on this first installment on October 11th, my DNR segment is all about imposter syndrome. So not only am I going to teach you the one thing you must have before you start health coaching as a passionate plant-based vegan, but then when I cut off that record button, then I'm going to deep dive into what I've personally done to overcome imposter syndrome. And that's really a big deal. So if you want to get that personal development and that mindset piece, you have to be live in the room. So when you guys register, don't just register because you think you get the recording. I need you to register and prepare to attend live so you can get all of the value that we'll be providing that evening.
Yep, and we have it up there. Prepare to attend live. The mindset portion of each class will not be recorded, so all the off the record stuff. So I love it. Then we move on to what's happening in the next series because you're going to start this one, you're going to build a foundation, and then you go to November 8th and worried about getting clients as a health coach. I know this is a big thing with a lot of health coaches. How do they get clients and working through mistakes or trials and tribulations?
Yeah, absolutely. So on November 8th, on part two, our second installment, we're going to talk about what exactly you need to be doing in order to get to get clients as a health coach. One of the things that most people, again, believe is that when I'm passionate about this lifestyle, and maybe if I go out and get a certification or some type of credential, people would just show up. Not facts. Take it from me, who's been coaching since 2016. If you build it, they still won't come. Okay. And so I'm going to tell you exactly what needs to be done and what you should be establishing right away to make sure you're attracting aligned clients to you and your health coaching business. And so we're going to pair your passion with business acumen starting on November 11th and really, November 8th, and really deep diving into what is required from a business standpoint to start attracting aligned people to your coaching business.
And then we'll close it out. The series with charging clients. How much do you charge? That whole confusion, how to be profitable and affordable.
Yes.
Thank you. And affordable as a health coach. That's
Yes.
December 6th. And let me say something about that, Lisa. I see, again, I have many friends that are health coaches, and I see a lot of people getting into the health coach business, and I've seen pricing and things like that. And I look at it and I say, okay, some people can do it, some people can't, so that's a very, very important piece. And again, when you're thinking about the marginalized communities, folks that really may need this health coaching, how do you work that whole end? So thank you. Speak to that.
Yeah, absolutely. So on our final installment on December 6th, we're going to talk about the money, y'all. We're talking about money, and I'm going to talk about it all. I'm not leaving anything on the table because it is an important subject we have to discuss. When we're starting a health coaching business, number one, we have to recognize that it's an actual business, and we want to be generating revenue. And not only do we want to generate revenue, we need to be profitable. However, when you move into the health coaching space, one of the sometimes challenges that coaches have is like, I want to give it all away. Everybody needs to be healthy. Like everybody needs to come get this health. So how do I reconcile this need to help everybody, but to also have a profitable business? And I'm here to tell you that you don't have to choose. You can absolutely do both. And kind of what you said, Naijha, is like, but also, there we need to make this accessible to, certain segments of our population who really need access to this information. And so, how do we make sure we don't exclude them from getting this value? And so, I'm going to teach you exactly how I've been able to do that over the years, and how you can too in your health coaching business. And for our December 6th DNR Do Not Record segment, that personal development segment is going to be all about me teaching you the personal development lessons that I had to embody to avoid undercharging as a CEO. Okay, and so that's going to be big. Like, you want to be live in the room, because it is very, very easy to succumb to your own limiting beliefs, or just to succumb to your passion and feel the need to either not charge or undercharge. And you don't have to do that, and you don't have to leave people behind. So I'm going to tell you strategically and practically how to avoid that, but also from an identity and personal development standpoint, the lessons I had to learn to stop undercharging in my business.
I love it. And the reason why Black Vet Society is getting behind this is, again, our mission is to meet people where they are. And if you're tuning in now, you're tuning in to Naijha Speaks. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment, and support us at blackvetsociety.org. Naijha Speaks is a project under Black Vet Society. I'm trying to change this mission into, we need to close the health disparities gap by meeting people where they are on their holistic health, vegan, and plant-based journey. So if people are out there health coaching, what is the right way, wrong way? How do you do this? How do you best do it? And how do you take care of yourself, pay yourself? Because with this economy, we all have a quality of life that we need to sustain and live. Who knows what next year is going to bring? I don't know where people are at in their position right now. I know in my position, I may be going back into corporate. I don't know. Or I may take this course and become a plant-based. I have no idea. So this is why we're doing this. Each one teach one. Why wait? Let's get this learning on so that we can hit the new year running. If you're not a health coach and you're thinking about being a health coach, or if you are a health coach now and you're trying to step your game up and level up, upgrade, this is free. It's free 99. People always complaining about, and I gotta pay for this, or I had to pay for the sofa. So whatever the heck you gotta pay for, this is free 99. It's a 3-part series. You're going to be working with and the beautiful Lisa A. Smith, first person of color to come out with the plant protocols, plant-based certification program. Who best? you can't go any better than that. So free 99. You want to get into this, register. I have it in the comments. You want to register for this free 3-part health coaching business class series, which starts October 11th at 6:30. You go to lisaangelsmith.com, www.lisaangelsmith.com/Black Vet Society. So that's my plug there. We need this. Again, do I need to bring that graphic up for all the people that are, we need this as African Americans, being the fastest growing demographic of vegans in the US. We need to see ourselves in these health coaches. We need culturally relevant guidance and support in the adaptation of this lifestyle. So thank you, Lisa Smith, for offering this. What else do you want to add to this conversation? Because my thing is like, what are they going to expect? Why 3 parts? We went over that. Who is this for? What else do you want to say?
Well, first, I want to encourage everyone to get in the room and get there and register, because we will offer the recording, but it will be limited availability for that. And the registration link when you register is just for the October 11th class. So we will have separate registration pages for each class. So just make sure you're mindful of that. Once you register for the first one, you'll certainly be notified when registration opens up for November 8th and then on December 6th. But above and beyond those logistics, I just want to encourage those of us who are living this plant-based vegan lifestyle at a really high level to reach back and help someone else. And here's the thing about it, Naijha, what's crazy is I'm not really asking you to reach back and help somebody else. I'm just asking you to put structure around what you're already doing. Most of us, when we're living this lifestyle, we're getting results and it's like just beaming from us. We are already the pseudo coaches in our ecosystem. We already talk to friends and family and they call us about this stuff. So now I'm just saying, come show up and put some business acumen and some structure around what you're probably already doing. I know that was the case for me. I know that's the case for the majority of our students inside of the plant protocol, right? They're just like, I'm already coaching. I might as well monetize this. I might as well put some structure around this. I might as well make this a side hustle. Or we have several coaches who are making this their retirement career. So
Ooh.
we have older coaches in the plant protocol who are like, I'm preparing for retirement or I've already retired. I've been plant-based vegan for a number of years now. All my friends and family already asked me about this. I think I want to do this because of the flexibility of a coaching career. You can work from anywhere. You can monetize the way you so desire. You can control the pace of your business by deciding how many clients you take on and when. So if we were just to talk about how lucrative the coaching business is, how it's projected to be a multi-trillion dollar industry over the next 20 years, it's only growing, it's only going up. I mean, and then we are so needed because we're still a minority of the health coaching space. Where like vegans are a minority of the health coaching space. Black vegan coaches are a minority of the health coaching space. So you're getting in at a phenomenal time where, you really have opportunity to capture a significant portion of the market share. You also have the opportunity to match your real life impact with your good intentions, right? And so if you're someone who's already started coaching and you maybe aren't getting clients and not sure why, show up. Or if you're someone who may want to turn this into a career and make it a thing because it's something you're already doing passively, then you need to be in the room as well. And like Naijha said, let's kick it off and get it going for 2024, because when I tell you guys this business is not slowing down, it's only going up, you might as well get in the room.
Sure, you intrigued me. You intrigued me when you said something about retirement. I'm like, I woke up. I said, "Wait a minute, I gotta attend this thing." You know what I'm saying? I mean, I the only certificate program I took was the T. Colin Campbell one. So let me ask a question about that. So I took that online course, that series over a certain amount of weeks, or I forgot how long it was. I know we had to go through a lot of online content. It was really enlightening. And then if I take this, where would I mean? How do you differentiate yourself? Do you see saturation at like how those are the things that concern me? The saturation. How do you differentiate yourself, or like what do you say about all of that?
Yeah, absolutely. So a couple things. This is such a good question, Naijha. So my program, the Plant Protocol, which is the first plant-based coaching certification to be founded by a person of color, it is a plant-based coaching certification. But why are we different, and how do we differentiate ourselves from other programs who, for people who might have got certifications or holistic certifications, nutrition certificates from other programs? A couple of things. The first is what you mentioned, Naijha, which is how do I differentiate myself when I become a coach? The very first thing we help you do inside of the plant protocol is to specialize. So first of all, you won't be a generalist. We do not train generalists. We only train specialists, but we teach you how to specialize in a strategic way. So first things first, you're going to specialize. The second thing is that we work heavily on the identity of the coach. So a lot of our coaches have, some challenges with confidence and courage of showing up in this space. And so we have an entire phase of the program that's dedicated to personal development, which is a really big deal. And they spend a lot of time, like several months, becoming who they need to be successful in this space. But the third and biggest component of why we're different is the business acumen. So I too took another certificate before many years ago. And while they taught me and sold me on the nutrition and lifestyle science of living this way, I had no idea how to get a client, how to create an offer, how to price that offer, how to market myself. But here's what I had. I had, the understanding of the science that I needed after I got the client. But if no one taught me how to get the client, I never get to use that information. And so we have a huge, robust curriculum dedicated to the business side of coaching. When you leave the plant protocol, you actually walk away with your own signature program. So I believe, I have to double back on my research on this, but I believe we're the only plant-based certification that helps you create your own IP, your own intellectual property. So when you say, how am I different? You're going to be bringing a product as opposed to just yourself to the marketplace, which means your signature program, people will not be able to get anywhere else. You will have a curriculum based signature plant-based coaching program when you leave the plant protocol. And that is how one of the significant ways, along with your specialization, that we teach place. So our program is really robust. It's a year-long container, and it's dedicated to literally the science, the business, and the identity of coaching.
Wow. Well, hey, register for the Health Coaching Business Masterclass. I mean, as soon as you said signature and intellectual property, I was like, okay,
Yes.
great. The Health Coaching Business Masterclass series is a collaboration with Black Vet Society and the Plant Protocol, facilitated by the amazing Lisa A. Smith. So please, you want to register, go to lisaangelsmith.com/Black Vet Society for the October 11th. Let me bring that, the October 11th. Wondering if you're even qualified to be a health coach. Let's start there. The one thing you must have before starting a health coaching business. So if this is a question mark in your mind, then this is the masterclass that you want to go to. You want to start on October 11th. So please, it's free. Register today. Don't wait for tomorrow. Register today. Because if classes and seats fill up, then, that's going to be your fault. free 99. Yes. And then you want to be live. You got to attend live. So this is one thing, like, prepare to attend live for the mindset portion of each class, because it will not be recorded. I think, we're not going to do this again, y'all. I can tell you right now, this is a one-time deal. We're working with Lisa A. Smith on this. This is it. This is the time. This is now. So you have to register. Don't come back and say, oh, you're going to have that again. No, this is when we're going to have it. October 11th, November 8th for the second one, and then December 6th. So that's right. It. Yeah. How can people connect with you, Lisa, directly? Anything else that you want to say before we close it out?
Yeah, before I tell them how to connect with me, let me say something about, you mentioned, like, when I said signature program, I sold you on that. Let me just say that, because this was so cool. I heard this the other day, Naijha. So I was listening to, I think, a podcast about assets. It was like a wealth management podcast. And the lady was going over all of the things. She was explaining the definition of net worth, and she was going over all of the things that you could consider assets in your life that adds to your net worth, right? And so she was saying all the things that I had heard of: properties you own, art you own, jewelry, money in the bank, stocks, investments, all of that stuff. But then she said something that I had never considered, Naijha. She said, and any intellectual property you own. I said, wait a minute. She said, most people do not put a value on the intellectual property they've created. I was like, wait, all of the curriculums I've created, the plant protocol, the farm to table, all of that IP, like I have stuff that I've copywritten, like I'm like, that is intellectual property, and that does have value. So in that 10-minute podcast episode, my net worth went up, because I never considered the IP that I created, Naijha. And so when you leave the plant protocol, you increase your net worth. You're welcome. You feel me? So I just want to say that is a big deal that I had never considered. And it's super cool, right? And it's something that can outlive you and continue to change people even when you're gone. But how to get in touch with me? Okay, besides registering for the class on October 11th, so we can be live in person and get to know each other. Before that, if you want to start learning what it takes to be a coach and just getting some tidbits, I think the best place to start is on my Instagram. Like, go to lisaangelsmith.com on Instagram. And I'm always dropping tips on coaching, how to be a phenomenal coach, how to be successful in a health coaching business. So lisaangelsmith.com, and that'll be a great place to start. Is my website, or at Lisa Angel Smith on Instagram or Facebook. I'm always acting up.
I see the blogs, I see the newsletters coming in, and it's filled with great information. So I appreciate me being subscribed to them. Hey, Tom, I see you there. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. Please share with your friends that are interested in becoming plant-based coaches. Yes, Tom, I posted the link. The link is in the comments. So I just posted it a while ago. Register for the Health Coaching Masterclass now. So it is in the comments. So thank you for that. And yes, don't forget while you're in Baltimore to stop by the Land of Kush. It is Maryland Restaurant Week. And we also have another collaboration going on with Everything Legendary, you know, the folks that won the money on Shark Tank. So you want to come and try their legendary burger at the Land of Kush, and you also want to try the chopped cheese sandwich. This big thing about chopped cheese is going on. So we're using their their crumbles for chopped cheese sandwiches. So yeah, this is going to be running all the way until the 24th. So come on down to the Land of Kush if you are in the Baltimore or the surrounding area. 840 North Utah Street. You can go to landofkush.com to place that order. So thanks again, Tom, for the reminder. Lisa, it is always a pleasure to see you. I'm looking forward to registering for the webinar on the 11th and learning more about the health coaching business, because who's to say where my future lies in 2024. Okay,
you never know.
Hey, you never know, folks. Please again, like, subscribe, share, support Black Vest Society. Go to blackvestsociety.org. The new mission is we are closing the health disparity gap in the Black, Indigenous, and people of color communities. We got to meet them where they are, all of us, on the holistic health, vegan, and plant-based journey. So please like, share, subscribe, and show your support and register for the October 11th masterclass. Okay, whatever you do, please be well, be safe, and hey, go vegan. Have a good one. Bye-bye.